Hey, I'm Al Kavadlo. That's me, trudging through the snow to go do pull-ups. By this point, I was fully committed, but my calisthenics journey begins before this. I taught myself to do a pistol squat a few years prior, and I had recently gotten my first muscle up. Then in 2009, a little before my 30th birthday, I decided I wanted to learn the handstand. The early days involved a lot of falling, but after a while I started being able to catch myself, and little by little those holds became longer and more consistent. I'd been working out for over 15 years by that point, and I was already a successful personal trainer, yet I was just starting to realize there was more to fitness than simply being able to lift something heavy. Front levers, one-arm chin-ups, and other esoteric bodyweight exercises gradually became more interesting to me than conventional gym workouts. I didn't plan for it to happen. It's not like I suddenly woke up one day and decided to be a bodyweight guy. But by the time I turned 30, my training was pretty much 100% calisthenics. The human flag became my next obsession. Back then, there was hardly any information available about this type of training, so most of my learning came from my own trial and error. Fortunately, I'd been lifting weights and doing pull-ups for a long time already, so I was able to progress fairly quickly. Social media was still pretty new at the time, but a friend suggested I started posting videos on YouTube and blogging about my training. I got my brother Danny involved, and he and I kept challenging each other to improve and grow. I started to gain a following online, and I connected with others in the local calisthenics community. Eventually, I landed a book deal with a publisher called Dragon Door Publications. I published a book called Raising the Bar in 2012, which became a bit of a cult phenomenon. It was the first book to deeply explore the possibility of training with nothing but a pull-up bar and a pair of parallel bars. I continued publishing more books about calisthenics, and in 2013 my brother Danny and I started teaching the world's first ever calisthenics-based fitness certification, the PCC. It was a dream come true. Over the years, we taught and certified hundreds of trainers in over a dozen countries and connected with like-minded calisthenics enthusiasts all over the world. I kept refining my skills over the years, and through teaching them to others, I further enhanced my own understanding of them. Calisthenics introduced me to a lot of new friends, including the woman I'd eventually come to marry. I wrote more books. Many of them got translated into other languages, and I appeared in many major fitness publications. I even made the cover of a few. I created a popular calisthenics app and several online programs. I kept training, I kept teaching, I kept learning, and I slowly kept improving. I had a kid. I bought a house. I'm 42 years old now, and I'm in better shape than I was in my 20s. Some people might look at my journey so far and think, well, he's pretty good, but after all this time, shouldn't he really be better by now? Heck, if you'd asked me back in 2010, I probably would have expected to be better too after over a decade of training nothing but calisthenics. But anyone who works out long enough knows that setbacks are inevitable. I've never had a serious injury from calisthenics training, but I've experienced my share of bumps and bruises. I don't consider myself old by any means, but at this point in my life, I'm more interested in enjoying the ride than getting to any particular destination. My goals are more about refining what I've already built rather than adding new skills to my arsenal, though I'm still slowly chasing the ever-elusive one-arm handstand. I'm also still teaching, still training, still having fun, and generally loving life. And you know what else? I've actually started to add a little weight training back into the mix. What's next? I really couldn't say. It's a long life, and I'm not as good at predicting the future as I used to think. Well, thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed my story. If you did, then please share this video, read one of my books, do one of my programs, or just subscribe to my YouTube channel. Till next time, I'm Al Kavadlo, and we're working out.